So right across the street over there, there is a building that looks like a castle, and it's actually a hotel. This is the Delta Hotel London Armory. And the reason it looks like that is because it was actually built for the Canadian military back in 1905. But in the 70s and 80s, they decided they didn't need it anymore. But before it got demolished, it got bought out and repurposed as a hotel, and they left the original facade, which is why that looks so unique and interesting. Anyway, that's where I'll be staying while I'm here, and let's go over and check it out. Elevator on here is not too bad, and you get a view outside when you're going up. All right, here's my room. Let's see what it's like. Okay, all right, there's a mirror right there in the bathroom. All right, another mirror. Pretty good size flat screen TV. 2 beds. And there's a big window here. I wonder what it looks out to. All right, so my room actually overlooks another part of the hotel, so it doesn't even look outside. It actually looks down on the swimming pool there. But that probably means that the lights are on in here. That means everybody down there can see me in here. So I don't know how often I'm actually gonna leave these curtains open. Probably just close them now for good measure. Okay, I was gonna check the bed out. Feels a little bit soft, but maybe it's not too bad. And they have a lot of pillows. This one's, well, never mind, that one's not firm at all. Ooh, this could be bad for me. These pillows are really soft, those feather pillows. So I rather prefer mine to be harder and more firm, but these are very soft and aren't going to provide enough support. Luckily, there's 4 of them on each bed, so I'll be able to probably stack them up and make it something a little bit better for myself. Over here by the bed, by the nightstand, of course, is a Book of Mormon and a Holy Bible. But there's also outlets here, plus USB charging stations, which is really, really good for me because I have so much stuff that has to be recharged with a USB cable nowadays. I've probably got like 10 things, all my cameras and computers, so that's quite a bit. And I've noticed there's a few others around the room as well. That's plenty. All right, let's go over here and check this bathroom out really quick. Okay. Sliding door, standing shower. There is no tub, which is fine by me. We'll see how that water pressure is. Well, it's not bad. And it's got a mirror, 1 sink, a toilet, pretty much everything you need out of a bathroom, so I can't complain at all about this. Well, after examining this entire room, I would say overall there's nothing special or unique about it, but it is a room and it's a place where I can get some rest while I'm traveling, which is the most important thing. It's not the most spacious, the beds are not the most comfy, the window's problematic because it faces into another section of the hotel. Other than that, this is a fine place to stay if you're in this area of Canada. And yeah, it's right on the main street as well, so. It's actually a pretty nice event space, and I love these chandeliers they have. But definitely where you could hold a small meeting or maybe even a smaller wedding reception. The main lobby here is actually pretty cool. You're kind of inside this old brick structure with the new roof over top. And I think there's another bar and restaurant up these stairs here. This side is the swimming pool, and I can definitely smell the chlorine. And there it is over there. So the swimming pool isn't actually that big. It's kind of tiny, really. Just enough for probably a few people, probably just like 4 or 5 feet deep. So just for getting your feet wet. But it's nice that they have it here. And my room is actually right on that wall over there. Looks right down onto this pool here. And I guess they can also see me up there too if they looked up and the curtain was open. So I'm just kind of walking around. It looks like they actually have an outdoor deck area over here. That's weird. The door actually doesn't open. So just another window, I guess. All right, let's continue our wandering around this hotel. There's a door right here. Not sure where exactly this goes. Down a hallway, it looks like. Oh, okay. Huh, that's cool. It's just a very long hallway. But I really do kind of like this old brick here they have from the original structure. This is actually really cool. On the walls in here too, they have all these plaques with photos that give information about the history of this building relating to the Canadian military and how they used it over time. That's really fascinating, especially if you like history and military history. This is very cool. Like here's actually a field drum. Huh. Army's Mess Artillery. So they have quite a bit in here related to the military. And here's actually an outfit. Warrant Officer, 2nd Class Company, Sergeant Major, the Royal Canadian Regiment. Just fascinating stuff. Restaurants, not open yet, but I was able to kind of walk through it and see it. It's really nice. Looks a bit like fine dining. So while I'm here, I actually have access to the lounge, which is on the 20th floor, and I'm going to go and check that out really quick. So here is the lounge. Got some coffee machines over here. Of course, you got some comfy chairs, a sofa, TV, playing sports, of course. And then you have the rest of the room here. If I'm being really honest, this is actually not that big of a lounge. I've been in hotels where it's much, much bigger, but the fact that I have access to it's kind of nice because I can get my breakfast and dinner up here, and it's kind of private, you know. Actually, tonight there's nobody here but me, so that makes it even better. I'm just going to grab some dinner really quick, see what they're serving. The dinner, honestly, is just very small foods. There's some pound cake. There are some of these little wraps with cheese and sausage, mini quiche, some crackers, cheese, meats, things like that. So it's not, while it's not a full meal, you kind of could make it one if you're just too tired to go out. And this is served between 5:30 and 7:30 at night. Tastes good enough. So there is a bit of a view out this window. You can see a lot of the city down there. Actually quite a bit of green, lots of trees. But that's what I've heard about London, is that it's got a lot of green spaces, especially like big parks. And of course the Thames River. Okay, well, a really quick update on the hotel room. This is my second day here. And I walked into the bathroom and the floor was really wet, and I thought, oh my gosh, what happened? And then I looked up at the ceiling and there's a huge crack up there. I touched it and it is totally soaked, like the plaster or whatever the ceiling is. It's just, so something above me is leaking, and now I'm gonna have to call downstairs and see if they can't fix this, or if I'm just gonna have to get a different room. But yeah, that was kind of a bad surprise. But hopefully they can sort this out for me without too much of a hassle. Plus, I just don't want to worry about something serious happening in this room later. Yeah, it's pretty standard breakfast, but it looks pretty good. You know, eggs, sausage, bacon, potatoes, pastries. Everything you really need. Well, it's been a lot of fun staying here while I was in London, Ontario, but today I've got to keep going because I've got some work to do back in the US. So heading back south, but yeah, I think this hotel is fine. I think if you're going to stay in this city, the London Armory is a fantastic option. Probably the best one, truthfully, because they do have lots of other hotels, but this one is located very central, so you can easily get to Dundas Street or any of the other venues around the area. You can walk down to the river, which is kind of nice with a river walk. And yeah, the service was great. We had the small problem in the room with the leak, but they took care of that. They were very friendly. Breakfast, while it was very basic, was actually really delicious. So I would come back here just to eat the food in the morning. And I could be a bit of a picky eater sometimes, so that's saying a lot. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me again, and stay safe, healthy, and happy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me today. Life's a journey meant to be shared. Remember to always travel with an open heart and an open mind. Enjoy the ride and keep your eyes on the horizon for the next adventure. I'll see you out there.